As of right now, the Spade arc in Black Clover has been nothing but amazing. There are many things to talk about, like the outcome of Yami and William, if they're going to survive or die, or who's going to die this arc, but I don't see anyone talking about Yuno. Obviously, it's not going to be as simple as if Yuno is going to beat Zenon. The decision for him is he going to pick a kingdom after this arc? Spade or Clover? Now, most of you are probably thinking that this should probably be the easiest decision of Yuno's life, picking the Clover Kingdom, since he said that he is a Clover Kingdom mage and nothing else. But if I told you it's not that simple, out of Asta, Yuno, and Noel, Yuno has lost the most in this arc. Yuno has lost the Golden Dawn, which he considered family, and he lost William Vengeance, which was his captain, and not only that, he found out that he is also a Spade Kingdom prince. Now, of all the Triad, Zenon's the only one yet to lose. Zenon right now is fighting Yuno and Longris, and Dante and Vonica are right now, knocked out and down for the count. So this is going to be a trend on Yuno losing, because I don't think Topaz is going to continue on with Zenon losing and the Dark Triad easily being defeated like this. Because let's be real, if Yuno came up and killed Zenon in one chapter, it would kind of ruin the expectations of Zenon. Yuno is the only one of the Clover Kingdom, or the only one in this war arc, who hasn't beaten his Dark Triad opponent. Now again, Dante and Vonica are not dead, but Zenon is right now the only one standing in the way of this tree being activated and all the gates opening. Now, to be honest, if Yuno were to lose against Zenon, it would put him down through a down spiral, but I don't think he would pick the Spade Kingdom just because he lost to Zenon. But today, I will go over the reasons and circumstances on why Yuno could pick either one of these countries. Now, a real reason why Yuno would probably pick the Clover Kingdom, because William may be dead, and Yuno might have to, go ahead and lead the Golden Dawn. Now, this is saying that William dies while the gates are being activated, and Yami dies. But right now, we're going to assume that they're going to die. So Yuno is going to have to go back and lead the Golden Dawn into glory. Yuno basically has everything in the Clover Kingdom. Asta, Aj Village, the Golden Dawn, which he has grown a significant amount with them and has a great relationship with them. So why would he leave? So everything that Yuno has in the Clover Kingdom can be summed up to being like he wants to be the Wizard King and him having Asta as his rival. Now, in Chapter 263, we already see that Yuno is completely dedicated to staying with the Golden Dawn in the Clover Kingdom, saying that the Golden Dawn are the strongest squad in the Clover Kingdom. Yuno obviously wouldn't say stuff like that if he wasn't going to stay in the Clover Kingdom or wasn't sure he was going to stay. I think Yuno already has made his choice. He will stay no matter what happens. Even though he's a Spade Royal, even though he is a prince, he's going to shut this whole thing down and stay with the Clover Kingdom to be the Wizard King. Yuno has quite literally already said that Zenon will pay for even messing with the Golden Dawn, straight up brutalizing him and putting a hole in his chest. He doesn't say anything about the Spade Kingdom, he doesn't say anything about the rebellion, he just says that you will pay dearly for what you did to the Golden Dawn, which was his family. So Yuno probably doesn't give a damn that Zenon did, or the Dark Triad did what they did to the Spade Kingdom. He's only concerning about his Golden family, which was the Golden Dawn that Zenon took. Call Yuno harsh, but it's just the reality of his character. He doesn't know his family. He doesn't really care about the Spade Kingdom, but he does want to make it better in the case of defeating the Dark Triad and Zenon. And he doesn't really know anything about him being a prince, and he doesn't really have the motivation to want to be a prince. He wants to be the Wizard King. Him being the prince of the Spade Nation isn't really on his top agenda. So it was kind of understandable why he said that never mess with the Golden Dawn again, not saying never mess with the Spade Kingdom and the Golden Dawn. Also, it wouldn't make sense character-wise for Yuno to go back just saying, oh, I'm about to leave for the Spade Kingdom and be their prince. Because he wouldn't just leave the Golden Dawn, Asta, and his friends behind. That isn't Yuno's character. And if he was going to do that, there has to be a good reason, but there is no good reason. Because he has no relationship or ties to the Spade Kingdom, even though he's blood and he's their prince. Now, with everything I brought up, the question goes forth as in, why would Yuno pick the Spade? Now, for the Spade Kingdom side, you guys may be thinking that I already covered the Clover Kingdom side, so this video should be a shut in case, and I should end it right now, as what you would think. But, Yuno, I wouldn't be surprised if he has to go back to the Spade Kingdom forcefully.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Now, obviously, I know you are typing.
But the Red Cloak, you just said that if Yuno went to the Spade Kingdom, for no reason, that it would be bad writing, it'd be terrible for Black Clover.
Now, yes, I did say that, and again, I'm glad you listened to what I said, but remember, I said forced, not going there for his own choice. I'm saying he's going to be forced to go back to the Spade Kingdom. Now, obviously, all of you may be wondering, why would Yuno be forced to go back? He has the backing of many captains. Fuegoleon, Ozell, Jack, Charlotte, he even has William Vengeance if he survives, and Julius Novachrono in his backing. So why the hell would they force him back? Now, let's rewind a bit. Let's go back to the Elf arc to Julius versus Patri, Eye of the Midnight Sun leader. Now, you guys may be asking, why am I going back to this fight? It has nothing to do with Yuno as of right now, but hear me out. It's going to make sense pretty damn soon. Now, we already know Julius fought Patri, wasn't trying to kill him, and died, and ended up becoming a kid, again, being 13 years old, and not having most of his magic back. Soon after, I'm pretty sure we already know what goes on. Julius has to lie to the public because the Wizard King is dead. Julius may be alive, but the title of Wizard King is dead. Julius isn't that Wizard King anymore, so he has to lie to them and pretend that, yeah, he's still back in action. But in reality, he really isn't. Now, Julius definitely wouldn't want to go to the public and tell him, yeah, I'm a kid now, and the power that I have is now gone. He would go forensic. And not only that, the hierarchy of the Clover Kingdom would take advantage of this. Augustus Clover would take advantage of this and do whatever he sees fit, because the only reason why Augustus Clover didn't do it because Julius was around. He was there to try and stop him. He was there to whatever he was going to do. Lucky that Julius didn't get exposed, right? Oh wait, remember how I said Julius getting exposed would be pretty bad for the Clover Kingdom? Yeah, it happened in chapter 281. So Julius right now is in a tough pickle. He's going to have to explain the fact that he's been lying to them for 6 months in, and that there was no Wizard King. He was just kind of tricking them on being the Wizard King and still being a powerhouse. So it's pretty tragic to say the least, but there's somebody who's going to take advantage of this, of Julius being down in the dirt. So yeah, Augustus Clover, he still exists. And he was waiting for the downfall of Julius ever since the Star Wars Festival. So this is Augustus Clover's chance to finally reign supreme and rule over the Clover Kingdom. So now, it's pretty bad for Julius. It's pretty bad for the Clover Kingdom, but how does this tie in to Yuno? I think it's kind of obvious that Augustus hates Asta and Yuno. Again, they're peasants. And not only that, they were kind of trash-talking him in the Star Wars Festival, so he may be still holding a grudge against them. Not only that, if he gets the information, or the hierarchy gets the information that Yuno is a Spade Prince, and he's technically not even from here, then it might just be GG for Yuno staying in the Clover Kingdom. It would definitely push towards the fact that Augustus and the hierarchy aren't playing around. They will exile Yuno, and they will exile Asta. But this is a Yuno video. I'll talk about Asta later. Because Yuno right now, he wants to be the Wizard King, but he can't do that if he gets exiled. Now, you're probably screaming at your phone saying, well, Yuno's too powerful. They can't just kick him out. He will just come back. Well, I think a pretty simple answer for this, to counter this, is threaten the lives of his loved ones, the Golden Dawn, the people at Hodge Village. So Yuno would have to be forced to leave so they don't die. And not only that, it would actually make sense. Because if Yuno were to just say, yeah, no, I'm staying, they would actually threaten the lives of people in Hodge Village, the Golden Dawn, and Asta. This would also continue the trend of the Four-Leaf Grimoire, because even though it's lucky in power, it's pretty buns in real life if we're being honest, because people like Licht, Patri, Lumiere has lost something very, very dear to them with the Four-Leaf at their side. And Yuno, it just might be time for him to say goodbye to people in the Clover Kingdom. Because if this happens, and this is the case, this might change Black Clover forever, this might change Yuno forever, and this might bring upon a civil war. Congrats if you made it to the end of the video, and if you are new, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Hit the bell notification to always stay notified whenever I upload. And also follow me on Twitter, so you can always stay notified whenever I drop a video or, tweet something out. And if you also like and enjoy these types of videos, like theories and discussions, you've come to the right place. Now, it's been the Red Cloak. I'm gonna head up out of here. Peace out. And I'm out, guys. Peace. Have a great rest of the day and stay safe.